So yeah, I'm back here again. Someone came to see the house today. I guess a family. So that was fun. It was real super fun. And someone's coming tomorrow at 9:30 in the morning, obviously. And that's gonna be even more fun. Um, sure, seeing the house like this is probably not making people not want to buy it, which is good for now. But it also means we'll keep getting people in here to see it, and that'll be super fun. So helpful in helping us deal with this, all those disruptions. Um, anyway, I just wanted to talk about my role in all of this. But last May, my mom was served papers, um, regarding, my dad's petition for a trustee sale of the house. And, the first couple times we avoided the process server, but the third time we, had to take them. My mom signed for them. And then, the next day, I went and read them. We read them together rather quickly, and then I went and put them away. Not in like a crazy place, but like the top drawer in the front of our main filing cabinet downstairs here in the dining room. Um, and I thought, because of all the drama being served, that she would remember, or about the papers and about the 30-day deadline she had to respond to them. But she didn't, and I didn't remind her. And because I'm not as close to this as she is, even though we both live in the same house, um, I probably should have reminded her because much more recently she told me that all she remembers from that day is the first process server just pounding on the door for an hour before we had the police you tell her to go away. which is which is not how it usually is for process servers. Apparently, usually the people they're serving don't call the police on them because the people they're serving are typically wanted by the police. Um, so that was an indication that it was odd. And if my mom had responded to that petition, this might not be happening at all. We don't know that, but that is a definite possibility. Um, that this might not be happening at all if I hadn't, I guess, quote unquote, hidden the papers from her. Um, I didn't really hide them. I put them in an obvious spot. I just didn't tell her about them. Um, or I didn't remind her about them. She already knew about them. I just didn't remind her. Um, like I should have. And then we just got like busy with like doing things. Like we kept going up to the Aberdeen house and bringing stuff back here. And then there was a tornado. And then at some point, as the deadline closed in, my mother did remember, and we actually did try to get a lawyer to respond to them for us. But we didn't do it in time. And so yeah, now we're stuck here, and it's kind of all my fault in that sense. I mean, not like my dad didn't have to be doing this. He didn't have to be so scary throughout the whole divorce process. He didn't have to refinance the house so many times, such that there's still a mortgage on it. I mean, this house would have been paid off, almost paid off, even if he had just stuck with the first refinancing my parents did for to get a fixed rate mortgage, because their first one was in '94 was adjustable rate, which is bad. That's the kind that caused the financial crisis, I think, um, or contributed to it. Um, yeah. And then oh yeah, and then May and June. So yeah, there was sort of in mid-May, and then there was a tornado that I mentioned earlier in June, and then also probably my mom's closest relative that she has, like, I mean, just in terms of like on the family tree, wise, like genealogically, her cousin Bill suffered a pretty bad fall and was hospitalized for quite a while. And my mom was worried about him because even though she and him aren't that close, he is her genetically closest living relative. Um, so that was like a lot for her too. Um, yeah, and mm, he's also I wanted to bring up that like throughout the whole divorce process, like my mom was never 100% sure about like what kind of money my dad had. Like she knew about some of their accounts, but there's other money that she knows should be there, but she just can't account for it, and she thinks that my dad must have hid it somewhere where she couldn't find it. Also, he had a PO box that she didn't know about for at least a few years before he left. I may have mentioned that in another video, but that's another sign that he was definitely keeping financial secrets from her. Um, so yeah, we also never had a full account of my mother never got a full accounting of my father's money. Um, which is another loose end from the divorce that she just like she and I both want to get over this. Like we want to move on, but there are just so many unanswered questions that are really important that we need to be answered. Um, and then also why did he like how did my college money play out? Like I'm not 100% sure on that. Like I know I had about $20,000 in my 529. Um, I thought I saw the door move. I don't know. Anyway, I thought or yeah, I think I'm seeing the thing through the window, at the top of the door. Anyway, um, oh yeah, where was I? Oh yeah, so there was about $20,000 in my 529, and I thought he was gonna, I assume he must have used that for my college, some of that for my college money. And then, but he also had me taking out these student loans. And I know that a full year at Maryland now costs like over $20,000. So I don't know how. I guess I guess it must have been about $50,000 if you used up maybe hell even 90,000 if because my I don't think my sister went to college. I think she was at Towson for maybe a day if that, and then left because I guess she preferred working. I mean, they always told me to stay in school, and I took that advice way too literally. Um, Such that I can't get out in the world now because of it. And I do feel kind of lost. Like, I wasn't lost when I was in school. I liked learning, but they don't pay you to learn in, anymore. They just pay you to do things, which I don't like. But I suppose if I found the right thing to do, I might like that. I just don't know where that thing is or how to find it. um, the only piece of advice my dad really gave me was at one point when he thought I was going to graduate. He told me that I should get like a some sort of like fellowship or grad student thing that had like a stipend. Oh, sorry, I was just referring to my mom over there. That's what I was doing. Um, and she does hand me notes occasionally to remind me of other talking points I wanted to bring up. Um, so anyway, yeah. I guess I'm just about done. I thought I did want to say that. I think I've kind of forgotten to say that and all this craziness. And yeah, I just hope this I hope I come out of this I guess stronger, like Ernest Hemingway said. Although the full quote is actually quite dark. I believe it's the world breaks everyone, and afterwards most people are stronger at the broken places, but those that the world does not break, it kills. It kills the good, and the right, and the brave. I'm very much paraphrasing Hemingway there, but yeah, that's the full quote of what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. um, which I always prefer the full version of that. So anyway, on that note, I guess I'm going to sign off. I don't want these to be too much longer than they've been. Um, and if I'm going to have to compress this, if I'm going to upload it to Nextdoor, because I uploaded my previous video to Nextdoor. And I didn't know people actually watch stuff on Nextdoor, because I got a bunch of emails. And I feel like an old person for being on Nextdoor. But I guess everyone lives in a neighborhood, even people who are young. So, of some kind. So being on Nextdoor is probably a good idea for everyone of all ages. It just feels like such a 50-something, like, white woman thing to do or something. I don't know. Or, or no, like, a nosy neighbor type thing. Yeah. But I guess, it's a social network, and it's better than Facebook in some respects. Anyway, so I'm going to sign off for now, because, again, this just got a minute longer because I was just talking. So, I'm going to sign off, and, thank you for watching if you've gotten this far. Goodbye.